The National Security Agency collected phone records of millions of US citizens daily. The NSA PRISM program taps into user data of Apple, Google and others. And such were the headlines a year ago, and the revelations by NSA employee Edward Snowden remain a reality today. Thursday marks a year since he leaked classified documents on America's world-spanning espionage program, engulfing everyone from a US citizen to a foreign president. RT's Marina Portnaya looks back at the revelations.
What first looked like a domestic problem for Americans.
A secret order requiring Verizon to turn over records on its 100 million customers to the National Security Agency.
Turned out to be a global panopticon targeting everyone.
Breaking news overnight about just how much of our personal lives the government has been secretly surveilling.
The government has been perhaps unlawfully breaching the public's privacy in the name of national security.
Edward Snowden blew the whistle 1 year ago on America's spy agency.
Even if you're not doing anything wrong, you're being watched and recorded.
With direct access to servers of the largest U.S. tech companies, NSA officials would be able to collect anyone's email content, search history, file transfers, and even live chats. America's spy agency called this program PRISM, but internet users around the world have called it death to privacy.
Snowden's leaks uncovered another bombshell.
Does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans?
No, sir.
But as the world would learn, America's dragnet surveillance was intentional, complex, and treated friends like enemies. Snowden's leaks revealed that the NSA targeted the personal communication of 122 foreign leaders, spied on the United Nations, as well as 38 international embassies and missions. And then there's the Organized Mutual Spying Partnership, known as Five Eyes. America, Australia, Britain, Canada, and New Zealand sharing information on one another's citizens.
We have talked about 54 different terrorist-related activities.
Former NSA Director Keith Alexander would also be caught fibbing, claiming his bulk metadata gathering program thwarted dozens of terror plots.
These are facts.
Turns out, only one case was reportedly stopped by the NSA's phone spy program.
One of the most important things we learned from the Snowden revelations is that the U.S. government systematically lies about its intelligence operations and about its surveillance around the world, perhaps most of all about surveillance of U.S. citizens.
Alexander resigned 9 months after Edward Snowden spilled the beans. But instead of punishing the perpetrators, U.S. President Barack Obama has promised to reform, not end, the surveillance.
Now, let me be clear. Our intelligence agencies will continue to gather information about the intentions of governments, as opposed to ordinary citizens, around the world, in the same way that the intelligence services of every other nation does. We will not apologize simply because our services may be more effective.
1 year ago, Snowden exposed those so-called services, pulling the curtain aside so that citizens can see the reality of America's spy matrix.
The greatest fear that I have regarding the outcome for America of these disclosures is that nothing will change.
Marina Portnaya, RT, New York.